O'Flaherty,
Here.
Sisler,
Here.
Wright,
Here.
McMahon, Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Quorum present.
Thank you very much. We'll move to the approval of the agenda. If there are any additions or deletions, if none, I will ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved by Wright. May I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by O'Flaherty. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We'll go to the approval of the minutes from January 20th, 2026. Again, if there are any additions, deletions, or corrections, if not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved by Philibom, seconded by Wright. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed, same sign. This is the public participation portion. If there's anyone that would like to speak to anything that is not on the agenda, you may step forward now. If not, we will move on to new business. We have a public hearing, a petition by the City of DeKalb for text amendments to Article 13 of the Unified Development Ordinance to amend the sign regulations for non-residential uses in MRF1 and MRFR2 multifamily residential districts to allow for electronic changeable copy signs for wall signs and projecting signs in the CBD Central Business District. I believe we have a staff report for this.
Yes, the city is the applicant in this text amendment to the UDO, covering a couple areas. One, the first area is more of a cleanup, addressing sign regulations for non-residential uses in the multifamily districts. And the second, to allow electronic changeable copy signs or digital display signs for wall signs and projecting signs in the Central Business District. We were approached last year, the city, by Stagecoach players, and we have a couple of members of the board here tonight. Susan Johnson and Bill O'Hagan are here for any questions. They wanted to put up a marquee sign for the theater, and there was a color rendering provided by their sign contractor. For Stagecoach, they want to put on the side of the building facing South 5th Street. And then they wanted to also, there's a current sign over the entryway door. They want to change that to a digital display sign too, a 6x2. The marquee sign would be about 40 square feet. And they wanted to put on the side of the building facing 5th Street, and then have the one sign over the entrance, and that's pretty much all the signs they have. So, but currently in the Central Business District, the city doesn't allow digital display wall or projecting signs. In 2023, we did approve ground signs in the Central Business District, digital display. I think the Foursquare Church over there, if you recall, a few of you, Grove Street and South 2nd, got approval to do, did a text amendment and allowed them to do a little ground sign too. So, but we didn't address wall or projecting signs at that time. So we met with them, and we needed to draft up a text amendment that would allow what they want to do, but also be sensitive to the Central Business District on this. So the regulations as written will now allow these types of signs on Lincoln Highway, just Central Business District properties off Lincoln Highway, which are a few. The CBD goes about a block off Lincoln Highway. That's the zoning map at Lincoln and the railroad. And so a block or two on either direction, the Central Business District occurs. So there are other properties somewhat similar to this also. So we had to be sensitive to what they want to do, but also at the same time protect the integrity of the Central Business District. So the regulations, the first one's more of a cleanup, not related to the Stagecoach players' request. This is an amendment, and the marked up changes are in their packet too on the exhibit. In the non-residential uses, we have standards for if a site zone single family, two family, or residential conservation, but it's a non-residential use like a school or a church. We have a few of them out there. There's sign regulations for them, but we didn't include the multifamily. I think it was kind of an omission or oversight a few years ago when we amended the sign regs, but we do have a few of those uses. I think a church, one where it's multifamily zoning, and you go to the multifamily, sign standards are very restrictive. They should be same as the single family for non-residential uses. So that's what the First Amendment is, just more of a cleanup for the mission. And then the second set of amendments really relates to the request by the theaters, Central Business District. Again, look at the markup copy, but basically what it does is allow wall signs and projecting signs. And the difference, put a little exhibit or drawing from the UDO. Actually, again, the wall signs is up flush with the wall. Projecting, it projects outside from the building, can go out to 4 feet from the building. So they're kind of two different signs, but allow those to be digital display signs, but with a size max of, if they put up electronic changeable copy or wall or projecting sign, they can't exceed 30 square feet. But a building can have a wall sign and projecting sign if the total size of both doesn't exceed 60 square feet, and the signs are located on different faces of the building. So what the theater is proposing is a 40 square foot projecting sign, and then just a 12 square foot sign over the door. It's a total of 52 square feet, so they're under that max, and we determined that it would be, they're on separate sides of the building. Although this is right at the corner. The sign could be on the north side, the marquee sign would be on the west side along Fifth Street. So they would comply with the regulations. Currently in the UDO, we have regulations that prohibit flashing LED signs. We do have a host of them in the city. Some banks have it, churches in the past years. We used to require special use permits for them, and we took that away. Removed that because we're approving several. And then we also have in the UDO regulations already for any digital display sign on changing of the message. It's got to be at least 5 seconds. The message is up, and then it can change. So it's not flashing. Can't have a bunch of messages going 1 second, you know, and they're changing constantly. So those are already in the UDO, and they would apply to the theater also. So we believe it meets the findings of fact for text amendments. It's compatible with the comprehensive plan, conforms with the intent and purpose of the UDO and the Central Business District. It corrects an error omission on the first part of the amendments. It's not going to create any nonconformities because it's less restrictive, so to speak. And we don't think there's any negative implications to other similarly zoned properties. So we'd recommend approval. There's a sample motion. If you have any questions, a couple board members are here from the theater, and also their sign contractor if you have any questions about the sign.
Okay, thank you, Dan. If there's anything you'd like to say, I mean, if not, I will close the public hearing and open it up to questions from the comments and from the commission. Yes?
Just thank you for your time.
I have none. I mean, I could not endorse this more.
Yep, the concerns and questions I had, we were able to chat since I'm the closest building to where this is. All my questions were answered, and I feel comfortable with it.
Dan, I did have a question. If you can go back to the UDO signage slide, the one that you had where it was showing the extruded signs versus the wall signs.
The different types of
Yeah,
signs?
yeah, correct. And again, just out of curiosity, does this mean the downtown is eligible now in the UDO to put up like for instance a projecting sign, as I would consider this like a shingle, an electronic shingle
It
outside?
exempts East Lincoln Highway is not included, so they cannot have, they can have a projecting sign, but those are pretty limited in size.
Gotcha.
And it can't be digital display.
Yeah. No.
And there's a few out there, I
Yeah,
think.
I have one.
Trixie's got one. It's 4 feet out, and it's a pretty
Sure.
small size, but
Yeah.
no digital display would be allowed.
Okay,
along
and just
Lincoln
curious.
Highway. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Would there be digital on the Fifth Street side?
They're planning to put on the Fifth Street side, yeah.
Because the apartments are over there behind. That'd be the new apartments that are,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little further, one
Right,
block,
little-
half a
little farther
block
south.
to the west there, but Yeah.
Your apartments are closer. and you wouldn't- Yeah, you'd be the person who I thought for sure would be the most affected by it, so. No, I think it's,
Okay, any other questions, comments? If not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion. Based on the submitted petition and testimony presented, I move the Planning and Zoning Commission forward its finding of fact and recommend to the City Council approval of text amendments to the Unified Development Ordinance regarding sign regulations for non-residential uses in the MFR1 and the MFR2 multifamily residential districts, and to allow electronic changeable copy signs for wall signs and projecting signs in portions of the CBD, Central Business District, as indicated in Exhibit A.
So moved by Wright. May I have a second?
Second?
Second by Fellobaum. May I have a roll call, please?
Fellobaum,
Yes.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Sisler,
yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Item 2 tonight, we have a public hearing, a petition by Sigma Phi Epsilon, Illinois Epsilon Chapter Alumni Association for an approved variance to Article 7.03.3 of the Unified Development Ordinance to allow an 8-foot-high privacy fence to be constructed in the rear of the yard of the property located at 920 West Hillcrest Drive. Do we have a staff report, or we have a presentation?
The petitioners here, and they'll give a presentation now. Go ahead, up the podium.
So the reason why we're requesting the variance on the
Just
height fence.
identify yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Marcus Cattell with the Vice President of the Alumni Association.
And Frank Wooden, President of the Alumni Association.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you considering this. So the issue that we've run across is that our driveway has become basically a sidewalk between Hillcrest and Greenbrier, the properties there. And so when we first bought the house in February of last year, we did quite a bit of improvements. We repaired the fence because the fence had already been knocked down for our grand opening, which was in April. Immediately within a couple of weeks, the fence was knocked down again. When we put, yeah, just like that there. We put no trespassing signs on, they get ripped down within a matter of a week or two. As the year progressed, we repaired again after we did quite a few repairs for the property, which we've been doing. We're looking to really elevate that whole area. And again, within a matter of 2 or 3 weeks of school starting, knocked down again to the point where literally people are actually driving their bicycles across the fence line area. So we met with Dan and we talked about different options, and we said, if we could build a fence that's tall enough that would prohibit people or discourage them from jumping the fence, build a strong structure. The elevation, even though it is 2 feet higher than the chain link fence next to it, there are higher elevation properties next to us that makes it seem like it's not as much of a difference. So that, as you can see the pictures there, that's where the area we're planning on building it, and building it strong, as well as putting some, we didn't get a chance to do renderings of what the foliage will look like, but we'll put some arboretums, just like we have on the one side of our house property, to again, discourage, make it beautiful and make it discourage for people to be using it as a sidewalk. Not to mention the liability issues. Do you want to address that a little bit?
Yeah, that's our biggest concern is if we have a 6-foot fence that someone who would try to jump over the top. If it's 8 foot, it's a little bit tougher for them to try to jump over the top. And since it's been a thoroughfare for so long now, for longer than we've owned the property, that we need to break that habit of them coming back and forth through there. And every time we repair it, it gets right back and gets right back to the same situation it looks like right now. So we'd request the variance for that we can do that.
Appreciate it. Does the staff have anything to add?
Yes. Yeah, very good background explanation from Marcus and Frank. Basically, they want 8-foot-high privacy fence. The UDO currently allows in the rear yard. Residential, 6-foot-high max privacy fence. So, and as they've shown, these pictures from November, the Had problems with people trespassing, cutting through. As you can see, pushing down the fence, they repair it, same thing happens. So it's a long block, as you can kind of see here with Hillcrest and then Greenbrier to the south. People are cutting through to get down to Greenbrier without having to go around. So they thought, applied for a 8-foot high fence, a variance for that. You can see a rendering here kind of showing the height of it, how it would generally look like. It'd be stained. This is a far south property line. You see that? There's parking up to it. There's a little gap there too. As you can see where they're going to, between the parking and the fence, where it's going to be to put some arborvitae, some plantings up there to help kind of screen it. They already have some of that on the east side of the lot already, screening from other. That's looking from Hillcrest, about at the sidewalk there, driveway, so it won't really be visible from Hillcrest. Be blocked by the building. That one kind of shows going to the southeast. There are some adjacent properties that looks like they have a little bit higher fencing privacy. I don't know the background of those, but looks like there's a few other lots that does have similar height fencing as this location does. Some renderings again. And again, the fence will only be at the south property line, will not go up the side yards. Correct. Just along the back. So the findings of fact for the variance, they know, the hardship of trying to replace this. It's come down. We haven't had too many higher fence requests. We had one last summer along North First Street. It was more of a privacy, which a commission did approve unanimously. So we believe they meet the findings. It won't be detrimental to the surrounding area. There's appears to be some other fences like it. This will help solve some cut-through trespassing problems they've had. We did get one public response form from 917 Greenbrier. It's another fraternity right here, just adjacent to it. They did indicate strong support for the request. That's from 917 Greenbrier LLC. So we'd recommend approval of this, and there's a sample motion in your report.
Okay, thank you, Dan, and thank you for your presentation, gentlemen. If there are no other comments, again, I'll close the public hearing and open it up to comments and questions from the commission.
Makes sense to me.
I think they might have to electrify it. Did Dan say no to that?
I'm hoping 8 feet works. I mean, yeah, people are migratory by nature, so I'm sure that people are going to walk up to it several times wondering how to get around it. But, yeah, I mean, after I've seen what they've done to your existing fence, I completely understand. Any other comments?
How close is it to the, those dumpsters that were on the other side? Is it gonna be right up against those dumpsters?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It's on the existing fence lines of plan where you can see there's
So
a
it's
pole
got-
in the middle there.
Yeah. So that's probably about 4 feet on each side?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Far enough for people hopefully not to be daredevils.
Yeah, I'm thinking you don't
I
put
totally
it
get
as
it.
far out
Yeah.
as you can get it.
Make it an Olympic
Good
sport.
suggestion, yes.
Okay, if there are no other questions or comments, I will ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion. Based on the submitted petition, testimony presented, and findings of fact, I move the Planning and Zoning Commission approve a variance to Article 7.06.3 of the Unified Development Ordinance to allow an 8-foot-high privacy fence to be constructed in the rear yard of the property located at 920 West Hillcrest Drive, as shown on Exhibit A of the staff report dated January 29, 2026. Subject to the addition of landscaping between the proposed fence and the parking lot at the rear of the property, per the approval of the planning director.
So moved by O'Flaherty. May I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Wright. May I have a roll call, please?
Philipbaum,
Yes.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Sisler,
Yes.
Wright, Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. You're quite welcome. Good luck. Do we have a staff report for the upcoming meeting?
Just briefly, first of all, welcome new member, Scott Sisler,
Oh, yeah.
to the commission. Appreciate having on here. And next meeting will be a Tuesday, February 17th, a Tuesday, because of the holiday, President's Day on the 16th. We have one hearing, Article 11, it's the floodplain stormwater management. Our city engineer has a few amendments related to that article. So that'll be the one hearing we'll have that evening. City Council at their last meeting approved the pilot travel center and the annexation, rezoning. Applicant appreciated the city's support, including the commission's support. So that went through the council unanimous vote. So that's all I had.
Thank you. If there's nothing else, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved by Wright,
I second.
seconded by O'Flaherty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you, everyone.
That was a nice face.